Dead Rising is one of the most iconic zombie game series out there to this day still. Multiple companies have tried to make a good enough zombie series to match one of the most iconic ones, but they can never match its greatness. The series is known to perfectly balance between zombie survival and wacky fun. The last Dead Rising release was Dead Rising 4, and this game might have been the game to kill the whole series.
This is one of your students, isn't it?
Ooh. Because it was at least 7 years ago, and we still haven't heard anything from Capcom about a new one.
Hell of a team you've assembled.
And the way the game was received by critics, it does beg to question the future of Dead Rising. So as a longtime fan of the series, I felt like it was my rightful duty to report and revisit the game that could have potentially ruined it all. Now, this is the key phrase I want you guys to remember throughout the whole video. Addition by subtraction. So as we continue to progress in life, we are taking things away. It will make more sense later on in the video. Since this game is the 4th game in the series, you would believe they would have expanded on everything, but oh boy, you would be a fucking idiot for believing that. First, they took out the co-op mode in the story and replaced it with a 4-player PvE mode, which was ass.
I guess you suck at killing zombies, otherwise she'd still be around.
Save it for the show, shithead.
Don't believe me? Okay, well, in the single player mode, it takes place in Willamette, so it includes the mall and the open world part. But they only included the mall in the multiplayer. You're telling me you created this open world outside the mall, and you're not even gonna include it in the multiplayer?
What?
They only have 4 chapters for the whole multiplayer, where you do challenges in certain parts of the mall, and to waste even more of our time, you don't even unlock all the episodes.
Got him!
Until you revisit the previous ones, so I hope you enjoy killing Santa Claus over and over. And the way you unlock the episodes is by clearing challenges, which are some cheap generic bullshit, like pick up these bombs or kill some zombies. Oh, and wait, kill more zombies. Oh, and we can't forget, kill even more zombies. You know why this is a challenge? Because there isn't a lot of zombies in the multiplayer, which is blasphemy because this is Dead Rising, the series that is known to having a large amount of zombies on the fucking screen.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Now let's transition to the single player. The next thing they took out was escorting survivors.
What the fuck?
Now, if you haven't played Dead Rising, when you discover a survivor in the game, it is your sole responsibility to protect and escort them back to the safe house. Sometimes you have to hear out their problems and solve them on the spot. This makes it very challenging and intense because their life is in your hands and you want that perfect ending. Now, in Dead Rising 4, they didn't make any unique NPC. You just save them and then they just disappeared. That is all. No emotional connection, no challenge. Just save them so you can upgrade your safe house to buy more things. Another thing they took out was psychopaths.
This is not right. This is not cool. This is fucking bullshit.
Now, if someone says these maniacs are the same as psychopaths, I might have to smack you on that one. One of the key elements to making a Dead Rising game is psychopaths, and these are not it. You might be wondering, what is a psychopath? Well, it's a mini-boss who is a person who has gone crazy because of the apocalypse. Each has a unique weapon and a backstory, but old Dead Rising said, fuck writing, go to this place and kill this person.
And I'll do whatever I have to do.
So you took out yet another crucial thing to making a Dead Rising game. Now, the one thing they had to improve was the gameplay, right? No.
What is that? What the f*** is that?
Just spam X and insta-kill everything. It felt like you were the final boss and everything was level 1. Soulless, empty, no challenge. In the old Dead Rising, you had to plan and strategize how you were going to maneuver the zombies and not die. Plan your next move before the timer would go out. And wait, they even took that out. Yet another crucial foundation to the series. Gone. Get out of here, you dumb idiot. So instead, we have a soulless, empty sandbox named Dead Rising 4. They also changed the way you use weapons from a strategic standpoint. They changed the idea of using the weapon for itself, but now it's more of a schematic tool. Let me explain. In the old Dead Rising, say if you find a bat. Now, a baseball bat has a good punch to it, and in Dead Rising 2, you can even upgrade that bat with some nails, and now you have a strong bat. But in Dead Rising 4, all weapons are used the same if they are in the same category. For example, that bat, it is a blunt weapon, so it has the same effect effect like any other blunt weapons. So they want you not to worry about the weapons that you find, more the type that you find, so you can upgrade it. Because all combo weapons are universal parts. Say for example, you want to make the frost sword. You only need liquid nitrogen, but any blade weapon. So instead of finding the items that are around you to use to survive, you're more looking for what's going to help you make the combo weapons. Which kind of defeats the original idea of Dead Rising, of using what's around you to survive. Now, I don't hate combo weapons, but they have become so broken that the game just feels more like a beat 'em up game than a zombie survival game. Basically, if I have to go into a boss fight and not even plan ahead and just use the combo weapons I have, and I have an easy win, it doesn't feel like a real victory. Now, the final thing we need to talk about is that old story. It's plain and dry. The plot is basically there is another outbreak at Willamette, and Frank West goes to cover it because his protege Vic is out there. Now in the game, I'm not gonna lie, Frank is kind of an asshole.
Oh, hey, hold up. My guys have taken a hit. They need a ride back to Tom.
Yeah, sorry, wish I could. Got things to do.
I can show you where. Untie me, quick. We'll go together.
What the shit was that?
The monster. Frank, hey, come on, get me out of here.
Sit tight, Darcy. You'll be safe here. Probably.
What? Hey, you can't leave me here.
He's like a grumpy old man. It is hard to get attached to him like the old Frank West. Frank West in the Dead Rising 1 was a wise ass, but he also had a good heart.
A hot-headed, underhanded, hotshot paparazzi with nothing better to do than to invade people's privacy.
I try. You got a point?
So right off the bat, the characters just don't feel the same. Now, this protege, Vic, is a person that the game wants you to care about because she is Frank's protege, but doesn't include anything to get attached to this character.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
Don't believe me? Okay, well, in the first chapter, she curses at Frank and yells at him.
User? We need to get out of here. Do you understand me?
For your pictures! Your stupid pictures!
I'm a reporter, Vic!
And then leaves him at a military base. Huh. And then doesn't reappear until case 3 to yet again yell at Frank. Huh. But if you really want to get attached to these characters in this story, you could go around Willamette and find her audio logs. And on those audio logs, she once again talks shit about Frank.
Just a piece of the puzzle. The government did this. And when I prove that, when I unmask the masterminds, well, maybe I'll convince even the mighty Frank West that journalism is worth more than a fat paycheck.
It's nothing to really get attached about. Every other character that helps Frank on this journey just feels one-dimensional, and you can't become attached to them because they are gone right after you help them. See, my issue with this is, remember in Dead Rising 2 when you were stuck in that safe house with the other survivors and you have to learn about their past lives while uncovering the mystery? That creates bond and emotional connection. But in Dead Rising 4, when I complete the mission, they're gone, never to be seen again. Now let's talk about that ending. Basically, they have all the evidence they needed to bring down the military, and in the end, Frank sacrifices himself to help his protege and friends escape, and then end credits. Now, I wouldn't care much about this, right? But old Capcom said, hold up 1 minute, all right? Because they said Frank West is alive, and he is now a zombie, and for $9.99, you can unlock the true ending of Dead Rising 4. Words cannot speak the hatred I have for this. Now that we got through all that maths, if I had to rate Dead Rising 4, I would give it a 4 out of 10. It's just a sandbox zombie game that just happened to have my boy Frank West in it. And that is all I got for you guys. I hope you all enjoy. I'll see you on the next one.